So if you want to create a modal form, in other words, a pop-up form on your website, this is how you can do it inside Kit. So if you head for Grow and then Landing Pages and Forms, click on Create New Form, and then this option here, the second one in Modal, is the one we're interested in. So I'm going to click on that, and it doesn't matter which one you pick, you can choose any one you want. I'm going to choose this one, and then I'm going to say get your free mini course. Let's say I'm giving away a mini course. I could add in another field in there, click first name, put that up the top, get the free course, change the text on the button. I can change the colour of the button. Let's make it blue. I can make the corners slightly more rounded. I can remove that show built with Kit badge if I want, providing I'm on a paid plan inside Kit. And then the actual image itself, I can make it anything I want. I'm just going to leave it at the default. So once I've got the form looking the way I want it to look, I click on settings, and then inside here is how I control when that modal form pops up. The default behaviour for what happens when a subscriber submits the form is up here. So it says show a success message. That's what will happen. That message, you can make it anything you want. You can put your own text in there, or you can redirect them to another, like say a web page on your website if you want to. I'm going to leave it at the default. The display options, now we've got three options to choose from here. First one is exit intent. So that means that, let's imagine someone was on your website, let's say this website, and they are, they've got a mouse, they've got the cursor, and what happens is the browser can detect if the web visitor looks as if they're just about to leave the page. That's called the exit intent. They intend to exit the page. And the way it picks it up is if you follow my cursor, if I navigate up towards the address bar, that'll trigger that I'm just about to leave, probably going to leave the web page. Or it could be to the right hand side, to the bottom, or to the left. It's basically giving a signal that you're going to leave the page. So that's what that exit intent one is. Scroll percentage is if your web visitor has scrolled a certain percentage of the page. So let's say they've gone halfway down the page, I can make that 50%. It means that after they've gone to 50% of the page, then the modal form will pop up. And the third option is timing. So the default is 5 seconds. So it means that after 5 seconds, the modal form will pop up. Again, you can change that to whatever you want it to be. Let's say 3 seconds. For the purpose of this demo, I'm going to choose exit intent to show you what happens when I try and navigate away from the page. Then it says, which devices do you want to show on? All devices, mobile device or desktop. I'm going to say just desktop in this case. And then at the bottom it says, how often should a visitor see this? So let's say I visit your website every day. If I change that to 1 day, that means that I'm going to see that pop up every day if I try and exit the screen. The default is 15 days. It means that only once every 15 days will I see that pop up. Or you can change it to something like in the middle, let's say 7 days. So once I'm happy with all those settings, I'm going to click save, and then click save and publish up here. And then I'm going to hit the embed button here, which gives me then options for how to embed it on my website. The option I recommend you use is JavaScript. I'm going to click on that's the default one, and I'm going to click the red button to say copy. So I've now got a copy of the code I need to put on my website. So now I'm going to move away from Kit and I'm going to go to my website editor. Now in my case, this is just a demo website that I put together for the purpose of this video, and it's based on the WordPress platform. You might have one that's on Squarespace or Wix or some other web building platform, and they all kind of work the same way. So what we want to do is add on an HTML snippet, which is, you can see one here. So I'm going to drag that onto my web page. Doesn't really matter where I put it because it's invisible, nobody will actually see it. And then up here, I'll just paste in the code that Kit gave me. So that's all That's all I'm doing here is I've copied the code that Kit provided and I'm pasting it onto my website. So now I'm going to click publish, and you can see it's actually popped up already just inside the editor here. I'm going to go to an incognito window. The reason I use incognito is that the browser won't remember how often I visited the web page, so it'll pop it anyway. So I'm going to head for that. Now, when I'm scrolling here, nothing will happen. The window won't pop up because remember I set it for exit intent. So from what the browser can see, I don't intend leaving the website. I'm still browsing. I'm looking at things. I could be clicking on buttons, um, and I don't show any signs of leaving the website. But as soon as I'm going to move the cursor towards the top of the screen now. As soon as I pass a certain point, it will trigger an action inside Kit to say they're just about to leave. They're about to exit the website. So I'm going to do that now. And you can see as soon as it triggered that, it popped up the form. So it's a good way of being able to, without disturbing the visitor's experience of visiting your website, um, you can wait until they've kind of completed their journey, and you're going to, at the point they're going to leave, then you can pop up and say, before you go, would you like to download this free gift I have, something like that. So that's how you can add a modal form to your website.